How's it going, guys? It's K Cars, and today we actually do have some bad news about the Challenger. Now, it's nothing terrible, but let me show you guys what I'm talking about here and see if you guys can guess what it is. All right, so walking around the passenger side here, you guys can see everything looks pretty good. Everything's intact. Then walking over to the driver's side right here, and yeah, the side skirt is completely missing. So long story short, I was on my way back from the Savage Garage Rally send-off car meet, and basically the whole side skirt got ripped off. Now, if you guys are interested in seeing some footage from that Savage Garage car meet, I'm going to include some of my clips that I got from that meet at the end of this video, so make sure to stick around for that. So basically a week ago, I noticed that my driver's side skirt right here kind of got loose in the front, and let me show you guys what I mean here on the passenger side. So here in the front, it got loose and it was kind of dangling off the front here. So of course this one's still good, it's not loose or anything, but basically this front part was kind of hanging down a little bit like that. So one of the lock screws was loose, and I tried to tighten it up by hand, but it's really kind of difficult to do that without getting the car up in the air and actually getting under there with an Allen wrench to tighten it up properly. So I tried my best to reach around here and just tighten it up by hand, and I did the best that I could, and it kind of stayed on there. It was still pretty flimsy, like I could easily just remove it and make it loose again if I wanted to. I was able to tighten it up as much as I could to actually get it to stay on there by itself. I guess whenever I was leaving the Savage Garage car meet, it got loose once again, and it started dangling off and hitting the road a little bit, and I kind of heard it. I heard that something was hitting the ground, so I just figured it was the side skirt that got loose again. And you know, I was on the highway, there was a lot of traffic around me, so it definitely wasn't safe to try to stop on the side of the highway and just try to tighten it up again. So I didn't do that and just kind of hope that it wouldn't, you know, hit any kind of huge bumps and rip off, which is exactly what happened. Basically, as the front of this side skirt was dangling off and hitting the ground, I hit a pretty good bump, and I guess it made it go down so far and hit the ground so hard that literally the whole thing got ripped right off. It's not like it just broke off or like snapped in half, like literally the whole thing just got clean swiped right off, just ripped right off. So if I show you guys here, you can see there's literally nothing left. And I tried to look behind me in my rear view mirror whenever I heard it happen. It's a very audible sound that it made whenever it ripped off, and that's basically when I knew, like, that's definitely what happened. So you guys can see there's really no noticeable damage when you're just looking at it from the outside here. The only thing that I can see right now is, just because I'm looking for it, this little black plastic piece right over here is kind of bent downwards a little bit. I'm not sure how well that's showing up on camera, but that's the only visible part that I can see from the outside. So yeah, I mean, it literally ripped it clean off, and I tried to look in my rear view mirror to see if I could actually see it on the road, but I was just moving, you know, highway speeds around 60 to 70, so I couldn't really get a good look to see if it was like broken or still in one piece or anything. There's a closer look of it. You guys might be able to tell that this piece right here is kind of bent downwards. However, if you do look underneath the car, like under this little black plastic part, you can kind of see that the sheet metal kind of is stripped off. I'll see if I can get you guys a better angle of that right here. All right, so let me try to give you guys a little bit of a better look underneath here so you guys can see what I mean. All right, so right there, you guys can probably see that this little piece of sheet metal is kind of stripped away right around here. Then there's also this little piece of plastic, if you guys can see, that's kind of bent off. So that's the only damage that you can see underneath. So that basically just happened whenever the side skirt was ripped off and the lock screw just took all of that with it. So like I said, from the outside, you really can't see anything other than this little bend in the plastic. And if you look underneath, the damage is minimal as well. Yeah, like I said, these side skirts are basically just held in by a few lock screws. So in my opinion, it's not really the best design for how they're mounted. So they're basically just like pinched onto the sheet metal that's down there, like on the rocker panel, I believe. So it's kind of, you know, it's not easy to pull them off, but it is possible for them to actually pull off, because they're not actually drilled through anything. So they're kind of just pinched onto the metal. Put up a clip of my install video and show you guys what I mean. And right here are the pinch welds. That's what your side skirts are actually going to be pinching onto. Okay, so I have the first two brackets actually on the pinch welds. Now I'm going to go ahead and actually tighten down the first one in the front here while holding the second one, just to make it a little bit easier. There you guys saw there's basically just some lock screws that pinch on to the little piece of metal there, and that's basically how it's held in. So in my opinion, not really the best design. I'm not really sure if that's kind of like a common mounting system for side skirts, but yeah, it got loose somehow, and I don't know if that's just maybe an error that I made when installing it. Completely could be possible, but I don't know. Pretty sure I did them the exact same way, and as you guys can see, passenger side here is still held on pretty nice. It is a little bit flimsy, but see right there, but where the actual like mounting point is right here, it's, you know, it's not really that flimsy. So just right there in the front. So I'm not really sure why just one side in the front would have gotten loose like that. I haven't completely decided what I'm going to end up doing with this, because I do like how these side skirts look on this car. I also have a few different cosmetic items from ZL1 add-ons, which by the way is the company that makes the side skirts, as well as the rock guards on the diffuser that I have on this car. I mean, walking over to the driver's side here, I think it kind of just looks a little plain without the side skirts on there. So I definitely do like the look of having the side skirts on there, and I do think that it would match the other ZL1 add-ons parts that I have on this car. So there's a good look at the diffuser. Definitely like that. It's been holding up pretty well here, and this diffuser actually screws onto something, so it's not just pinched on there. So this thing hopefully isn't going to go anywhere. And yeah, these rock guards, you can see they're actually screwed in right there. And then the rock guards in the front here, they are also screwed in on the bottom here. Then they also have a 3M double-sided adhesive on the top part. So yeah, I definitely do like the ZL1 add-ons products, but if the side skirt is going to get loose like that, I definitely don't want to risk having it fall off again and possibly hitting a car behind me. These side skirts actually lasted me about 2 years before the driver's side got loose like that. And like I said, the passenger side hasn't been giving me any kind of issues. One thing that I might have done wrong on the driver's side that might have caused this is, you guys see how the front of this side skirt is kind of flush with the rock guard over here. On the driver's side, I think I actually installed it a little bit too far up. So instead of sitting flush on the rock guard like this, it was actually sitting under it, maybe like that. But once again, that shouldn't have caused it to actually become loose. Like, the actual screw shouldn't have come undone just because I mounted it a little bit higher up than I should have, because if you look at the pinch weld that's underneath that it's actually mounted onto, it's all the same, it's all consistent no matter where you actually mount it. So it shouldn't have actually caused it to become loose just because I mounted it a little bit higher up like that. One option that I do have with this is just to order brand new side skirts, but they do cost around $300 for both, and I would have to get two, and I can't just get one just to replace one side with. So it would be around $300 if I wanted to actually run the side skirts again. The other option that I do have is to just remove the passenger side skirt right over here and see how I like that. But I do like the look of the side skirts. I just, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of how they mount. Once again, I'm not really sure if that's like the standard mounting for side skirts. I haven't really looked at any other side skirts for Challengers. So these are the only ones that I've actually like looked into and ones that I have experience with. If you guys have experience with a different brand of side skirts for Challengers, definitely let me know down below in the comments. Or if you guys think I should just stick with ZL1 add-ons and just get brand new side skirts and replace those and have new ones, I could also do that. Or I could just take the passenger side skirt off and just not run the side skirts at all. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys think I should do, so definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Right now I'm thinking I might just take the passenger side off because it kind of looks funny just having one side of a side skirt mounted right now. But yeah, I definitely do like the look of it, so sometime in the future I might just go ahead and order a brand new set of side skirts. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this video. Like I said, just a quick update video to let you guys know what's been going on with the Challenger and what happened with the side skirts. I'm really curious to see what your thoughts are of what I should do, so definitely drop those down in the comments below and I'm going to go ahead and read those. Also, like I said, I will be including some video clips at the end of this video of the Savage Garage Rally Send-Off car meet that he had in Bethesda, Maryland, which was a whole bunch of fun, bunch of insane supercars and hypercars, including a Pagani Huayra, a McLaren P1, there were probably like 4 or 5 Ventador SVJs, bunch of other insane cars. So you guys definitely want to stick around to the end and watch those video clips. Like I said, that's going to do it for this video. So if you guys have any questions or video suggestions for videos you would like to see in the future, make sure to drop those down in the comments below. And if you guys liked this video or found it entertaining, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Really nice GTR that just pulled up here.